Every night, the house was completely silent until 11:17 p.m. That was when Amara heard three knocks coming from behind a door that had been locked for years. She thought it was just her imagination, but then her mother appeared in the hallway and whispered, "Don't open that door." And what happened next was something Amara could never have imagined. A girl's voice came from behind the door. "Amara, you finally came back." Amara thought moving into her mother's old family house would be the beginning of a fresh start. The house was beautiful, spacious, and quiet. But as she explored the hallway, she noticed an old wooden door at the very end. There was something strange about it. And when her mother noticed Amara staring at the door, her mood suddenly changed. She warned Amara to stay away. Amara didn't understand why, but she knew one thing: her mother was hiding something.
Why is that room locked?
Amara couldn't stop thinking about the locked room, so she finally asked her mother why it was closed. Her mother's answer was simple. She said the room had been closed for years and ordered Amara to stay away. But Amara noticed something her mother probably didn't realize: fear. Her mother wasn't angry because Amara asked about the room. She was afraid of what Amara might discover. Later that evening, Amara began searching through some old family belongings. That's when she found a photograph. At first, it looked like an ordinary family picture, but then Amara noticed a teenage girl standing beside her mother. The girl looked strangely familiar, almost like she was looking at an older version of herself. Amara turned the photograph over. It was dated summer 2009. Before she could ask any more questions, her mother took the photograph away from her, and that only made Amara more suspicious. That night, Amara couldn't sleep. She checked the time, 11:16 p.m. A minute later, the clock changed, 11:17 p.m. Then the silence was broken. 3 knocks. Amara sat up in bed. She listened carefully. There was no answer. Then she heard the knocks again. This time, they sounded like they were coming from the hallway and from the direction of the locked room. Curiosity got the better of Amara. She grabbed her phone, turned on the flashlight, and stepped into the hallway. The entire house was silent. She slowly approached the locked door. Then she stopped. The knocking had disappeared. Amara whispered, "Hello." She moved closer. The sound came directly from behind the door. Then the door knocked. Before Amara could touch the door, her mother's voice suddenly came from behind her. "Amara!" Her mother looked terrified. She ordered Amara to come back to her room, but Amara pointed toward the locked door. Someone was inside. Her mother insisted that nobody was there. Then Amara asked the question her mother couldn't answer. If nobody was inside, who had been knocking?
You said nobody was inside.
Amara reminded her mother that she had said nobody was inside. Her mother repeated that there was nobody inside. Then it happened again. 3 loud knocks came from behind the door. Both of them froze. Amara looked at her mother, and for the first time, she could see real fear in her mother's eyes. Her mother gave her one final warning: "Don't open that door." But by now, Amara knew something was very wrong. Amara returned to her bedroom, hoping the strange night was finally over. But something was waiting for her. A folded piece of paper had been pushed underneath her bedroom door. She picked it up and slowly opened it. There were only 3 words: "I know you." Amara stared at the message. Someone knew she was investigating. Someone knew she could hear the knocking. But who had left the notes? And how had they gotten into the house? Before Amara could understand what she just heard, the lock suddenly clicked. The old door began to open slowly. A warm light appeared from inside the room. Amara stood frozen in the hallway. She asked, "Who is there?" There was no answer. Then she saw someone standing inside. And when Amara finally saw the girl's face, she realized something terrifying. It was the same girl from the picture, the girl who looked exactly like her. But the biggest question would still remain unanswered. Why had she said, "You finally came back"?